Hey players, welcome to another film study. This one is of Jayson Tatum, but first I have some free basketball workouts. If you've already subscribed to my channel, it's likely that you already have these first three workouts: the 370 shot workout, my off-ball 300 shot workout, and then the ball screen, ball handler scoring workout, which works on different scoring moves out of the ball screen or pick and roll. But if you are not subscribed to my channel or you have not gotten these workouts from me, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, comment your Instagram handle below, and then once you do that, I will DM you on Instagram. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just DM at MasonWaters_ a screenshot of you subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'll send you these three workouts, and then for those of you who already have these three workouts, what I'm also throwing in there is a new Jayson Tatum scoring workout that is based off of the clips that you see in this film study. Now, past that, we'll look at these. I've just got these two slides right here of different points that I want to communicate with players, and then we will dive into the film. I'll try to get through these quickly. They're going to be simple, and all my videos is simple, fundamental basketball, because at the end of the day, there's so much flashy, fancy stuff on Instagram and YouTube that players need to get back to focusing on the basic fundamentals. So that's what I emphasize. Anyway, this first clip, screeners can seal or screen help defenders or secondary defenders. We'll see that in the first couple clips, and I'll explain it. But great players get to the rim in one dribble from the perimeter. So if your feet are on the three-point line, you've got to be able to get to the rim in one dribble and make a layup off of 1 or 2 feet. Or a lot of players, maybe middle school or high school, some of you will need 2 dribbles, but the point is you should be able to get to the rim in as few amount of dribbles as possible. Next point, if help rotates over, so if you get by your first defender and help defenses in front of you, stay on balance and use shot fakes, especially if you are smaller than your defender. So if you're a short point guard, when you get into the paint, you have got to use ball fakes better than anybody on your team, better than anybody you play against, because shot fakes and ball fakes are going to help you score more baskets for yourself or for your team. Then, of course, if you're doubled or triple teamed in the post, pass the ball out. All right, a couple more points, then we'll get to the clips in the film. And in the film, I'll have more points than these, but these are just the ones I wanted to highlight. And on shot fakes, very simple. Your shot fake should look exactly like your shot. So when you're training your shot fakes and you're trying to get a good shot fake, record your jump shot on video if you have one, and then record your shot fake on video. Then compare the two videos and see what's similar, what's different. You need on your shot fake needs to look exactly like your shot. Your eyes have to be to the rim, elbow under the ball, your hips are squared, your feet are squared, etc. The basketball also has to go up to your chin. It sounds simple, but a lot of players that I've coached and I've coached over the years, they bring the basketball up to their midsection or their chest. You want to have your hand under the ball, bring the ball up at least to your chin. If you can get it up to your forehead, even better. And last 2 points here is when you're going into a game and you know the team you are playing is very aggressive in half-court defense, they block a lot of shots, they jump at a lot of passes, they're pressing, trapping, very aggressive. Against those teams going into that game, that is the type of team and the type of game that you especially have to use ball fakes and shot fakes in. Then the last point is draw fouls with your shot fakes. Use a shot fake to get the defense up in the air, create contact, and then by doing that, you're going to get points. So you might get an and one, but you'll at least get to go to the foul line. And then the other benefit is you put the other team in foul trouble. So these first couple clips right here, I want us to focus on the offensive player in the paint. Most of the clips is going to be Daniel Theis of the Celtics. A couple clips I think it's some other dudes, but we'll watch this one all the way through. And this is a team concept right here. And again, with my YouTube channel, I don't just preach individual scoring moves and step backs and spin moves. I teach how to work together with your teammates to score more points or play better defense as a team. So right here and in these next couple clips, you've got a rim runner who seals off his own defender. So in these situations, Daniel Theis isn't screening Jayson Tatum's defender. In these situations, Daniel Theis and other players are screening their own defender from rotating over, or they're boxing them out from rotating over to contest the shot. So in these next couple clips, we'll see the same thing. So there's another one, 12 on the Celtics right here. it looks like they were going to maybe run a ball screen, but he slips it, gets in, and he blocks out Cody Zeller from moving over to contest Jayson Tatum's shot. Sometimes you got to be careful about a moving screen or an illegal screen, but oftentimes this will work. All right, so Enes Kanter right here in the paint, same thing. He gets in there. First of all, he's creating post position, so if this person doesn't want to drive, then Enes Kanter has created offensive post-up position right here. So say like this was a bad driver and he wasn't able to drive, well, he or she could just pass the ball straight right here into the paint because the post player has good post-up position. But if they decide not to pass it into the paint there, Enes Kanter can try and stay in front of his defender so that they can't rotate over to help. All right, so Daniel Theis, this clip right here is actually a ball screen into screening his own man. So Daniel Theis is going to screen Jayson Tatum's defender. And note when watch this, Jayson Tatum is now going to get his defender on his back, and then Daniel Theis is going to set another screen, even though he's really a pin and seal right here. But now Daniel Theis is going to seal/screen his own defender, and that's going to give Jayson Tatum a wide open finish at the rim. And I think this next clip is the same thing. Yep. So Daniel Theis, he sets the ball screen on Tatum's defender, then he dives to the rim. Tatum gets his defender on his back, and then Theis is going to step in and seal/box out or screen his own man to get Jayson Tatum a wide open layup. And I think it's the same thing here. Yep. Ball screen. We'll watch it all the way through full speed. Ball screen. Tatum gets the defense on his back. Theis screens Horford. So in these last three clips right here, if you're a player watching this, and you run a lot of ball screens, work with your teammate and say, hey, let's try this. Let's set the ball screen. If you're the guard, you're going to say, all right, I'm going to try to get him on my back, and then you just go screen your own defender, and I'll cut across and try to finish. If you're a coach, you might have never seen this action, and you might want to use it in your offense as well. All right, so now we're moving on to some shot fakes and low post play. So right here, this is off of an offensive rebound and very simple. Jayson Tatum just uses a good shot fake. And a key I wanted to point out here is most times in this situation right here, players work on pivoting off of their right foot and stepping with their left foot. But here, just how he gains his balance, Jayson Tatum actually uses his inside foot as his step foot and then his left foot as his pivot foot. But the key here is that his eyes go to the rim and the basketball is up to his chin. Both defenders jump. He does not travel. He's able to step with his inside foot to finish. So right here, if you're working on these, and if you get the workout as in the instructions at the beginning of the video, if you're working on these moves, work on this shot fake with a left foot step through and also with a right foot step through so you can get used to using both footworks. All right, so that's that play all the way through. A couple keys here. One is getting to the rim in two dribbles, as we mentioned. So the defense does a good job right here. Nicholas Batum does a good job of bumping Tatum on his drive. It's like a defender, you want to be aggressive and not let this guy let the offensive player get to the rim untouched. But Jayson Tatum does a good job, as we mentioned, of getting there in two dribbles. He gets to the rim in two dribbles, and he still lands on 2 feet. And his shot fake, again, his shot fake is quick. His eyes are to the rim, and the basketball goes up to at least his chin. I think that if there's one thing you have to do in a shot fake, well, I think there's two things you got to do in a shot fake. Bring the ball up to your chin and use your eyes towards the rim. If you do those two things, everything else is just extra benefit. But again, just steps through with his right hand, and he's able to finish. All right, much of the same here. He's able to get to the rim from the perimeter. So right here, his feet are still outside the three-point line. He takes 1, 2, dribbles, gets in there in 2 feet. And even though the defender, so from a defense's perspective, this is actually very good defense. Well, I wouldn't say very good, but I would say good. The defense does not bite on the shot fake. And now I'm talking to you players. Imagine if you're the defender right here. So you cut off your offensive player, they shot fake and you don't bite on it. This is very good position right here. Both hands are straight up into the air, except the only thing I would say this defender needs to do is be more aggressive with their chest and their lower body so that they push the offensive player off balance. But the hands up to the ceiling, that's very good defense. But Jayson Tatum is obviously very good, so he's able to score. But back to the perspective of Jayson Tatum, obviously very simple here. Eyes are to the rim. Basketball goes up to his chin. Even though the defense doesn't bite, he's still able to score. All right, so this is a – whoops, sorry, I didn't let him finish the play, but he makes that. All right, so this is another point I didn't mention in the first two slides, but I wanted to throw this play in here. So the action here is a down screen into a dribble handoff. This is good action because Harrison Barnes, the defender here, has to go through two screens. So he's got to go through this down screen at first, and then he's got to also go past Enes Kanter, which none of them really set a good screen and make contact with Harrison Barnes. But the offense is still able to serve the purpose of getting Harrison Barnes out of position. So what I mean by that is, regardless of whether or how hard these two guys hit the defender, the key is that the defender is still out of position. So if they were in position, they would be in front of the ball, directly between the offensive player and the basket, but they're still trailing the ball. So the purpose of the action is still accomplished. But from here, I want you to focus on two things on Jayson Tatum. Once he catches the ball, he does not round his cut and then get to the rim. As soon as he catches it, he rounds his cut a little bit, but as soon as he catches it right here, his job now is to get to the rim in as straight of a line as possible. If he can get to the rim in a straight of a line as possible, two things are going to happen. One, he's going to suck this defense in. The defense is going to have to draw into the center of the floor to help. And then two, if he can drive in a straight line to the rim, then Harrison Barnes is going to have a very difficult time. The defender here is going to have a very difficult time getting in front of Jayson Tatum. So, and you'll see this in the workout if you get it from me. This is going to be part of the workout where you catch the ball and you get immediately downhill in as straight of a line as possible. Because, again, you draw the defense in. And a lot of players, this would be a good kick out right there for a three. But Jayson Tatum is a scorer, so he gets to the rim. But then second is he gets to the rim from the perimeter in one dribble. And then what I really like is he uses a 2-foot finish, and he creates contact with the big at the rim. And because Jayson Tatum is so strong, he's able to push the defender back. But this is also a great finishing move. Jumping off 2 feet against a moving defender and then using your inside shoulder to create contact, and then keeping the ball on the outside of your body so it doesn't get stolen. This is a great finishing move you can practice as well. All right, so this is similar as last time, except adding a little move in here. So it's a post up and then a pin down away. And what I like here, even though you can see right here, even though he travels, so his left foot's his pivot foot, he picks it up. I think it's a travel. But anyway, this move is similar to the last one in that he catches the ball and he gets straight downhill for a finish off of that wide pin down. The other move I like here is this isn't really a shot fake. It's more just like a hesitation. And whenever you use a hesitation, your eyes going towards the rim are the only thing you have to emphasize on a hesitation. And you can see that's what he does here. He takes a quick peek at the rim. That confuses the defense for just a second, and it keeps the defense behind him instead of in front of him. I think I've got 2 more plays here. Yeah, so this is very simple. It's just a shot fake. And again, this goes back to my first point. If you are playing a team or you're matched up with a defender who's super aggressive, you've got to be extra diligent in using shot fakes. If you know Patrick Beverley, which I imagine most of you do, he's a very, very aggressive defender, and he's never going to let up. So if you're guarded by someone who's super aggressive, you got to think, all right, I got to use more shot fakes against this guy. And then another simple key here is a ton of players, middle school, high school, college, if they were in this situation right here, they would travel. They would take too many steps with their feet. But right there, as you can see, Jayson Tatum doesn't. He keeps his right foot as his pivot foot and his left foot as his step foot. So you've got to be able to train your feet and get so many reps with this to where you don't have to travel. Because I guarantee you a ton of players watching this, you would travel if you did that. All right, so last one, this shot fake is out of the mid post. And this is where we talk about drawing a foul. Whoops, went all the way back to the beginning. Let me go back to that last play. Here we go. All right, so here again, keys. Some of this is getting repetitive, but basketball, if you want to be good, you've got to be able to repeat skills over and over again. But again here, shot fake, eyes are to the rim. The basketball goes up to at least his chin level. The defense jumps, and then look at the contact he creates right here. He leans into the defense to create that contact, and then he goes up for the and one, and he gets the and one. He makes it. I don't know if he made the foul shot or not. But the key here is players use this scoring move in your scoring arsenal, where you use a good shot fake, the defense jumps in the air, you create contact to draw a foul and get an and one. Now, from the defense's perspective, if you're ever in a situation, well, first of all, on a shot fake, never jump on a shot fake unless the shooter's feet leaves the ground. So if their feet are still on the ground, your feet are still on the ground. But if you still bite for that shot fake and you jump, you can't let the shooter get the shot off. So if you're in a situation like this, you're up in the air, you're like, oh crap, I know I'm going to foul him. You've got to bring your arms down towards the ball and do not let the offensive player get the shot off, because even though at this point you already know you're going to foul them, it's better to only allow them to get 2 points from the foul line than allowing them to get an and one and a potential 3 points by getting to the foul line. All right, so that was a Jayson Tatum scoring film session. We looked into some finishing, some shot fakes, some angles of cuts. We also looked at some defensive tips. Again, if you would like those shooting workouts, and if you already have these workouts and you would like the updated Jayson Tatum workout, just leave your Instagram handle below. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, and then I'll DM you, or you can screenshot me you can send me a screenshot of your subscription to this channel to @MasonWaters_. Thank you all for watching. Leave a comment. If you will, feel free to share this video as well with any of your friends, and I'll look forward to sharing more with you soon. Thanks.